Hello and welcome everyone. Tressler 9 will have me bow hunting boars in the dark. Marvin Tressler wants me to use the big bow this time around, so I'll have to first travel to Ritterstein and harvest 2 boars downed with a Hawk-Edge CB70 bow at night. Ritterstein is the western half of the Hirschfelden region. It's mostly hills and woods, but there's a river through the middle, and some ag fields to the south that should be promising. To qualify for a night hunt, I'll have to shoot and harvest the pigs between the hours of 19 and 5. During those hours, I'll find the boars either feeding in the woods and fields or drinking along the shorelines. I can target them in a need zone, or I can use the spot and stalk method on the fly. Once I find one, I'll have to either find cover and use a collar, or slowly sneak my way into range for the bow. Another good way to find them is to set up a bait barrel along the edge of a field to lure them out and into the open. Naturally, I'll need to use the Hawk-Edge CB70 to make the kill. It's fairly expensive and requires a decent amount of XP to unlock, so it can be a showstopper. Thankfully though, I already did so for Conni 9 by grinding geese and a bait feeder. If you haven't already purchased it and would like to see what I did, I'll leave a link in the description. For the Class 5 pigs, I'll want to use the 420 grain arrows for integrity. Of course, I'll need the wild boar collar to lure them in if need be, as well as the rangefinder binos with the DLC night vision binos, helping to judge the distance before I take the shot. To kick things off, I decided to look for boars in their drink zones, and noticed I had yet to scout along the river that runs through the middle. So, after setting the clock into the drink zone time, I made my way to the river. Once I got to the river, I was quickly reminded of why I don't hunt the shorelines of Hirsch very often, as they're heavily foliated and choked with reeds. But since I needed to get in close with the bow anyway, I thought I could use it to my advantage, as long as I could spot them before they spotted me. My first search along the river turned up 2 zones but no pigs. Undeterred, I fast-traveled to the Ritterstein outpost, reset the time again, and set out toward the drink zone to the east. And I was pleased to find one in the zone when I arrived. Cautiously, I advanced down the river toward them. There were several decent pigs in the group, but I set my sights on the level 4. I tried to find a spot with a vantage and some cover to call from, but I didn't have much luck. So I decided to try and sneak back to the riverside. Eventually, I found a clear line of sight in range for the bow. And there he toppled over. My first boar for the mission is a brown-colored gold scoring 117.65. The CB70 landed the arrow beautifully, hitting him in both lungs at 35 meters. I could have reset the time and returned for another one from the same group. But variety is the spice of life, and I wanted to try something different. So next, I planned to set up a bait barrel in the open ag fields to the south. Currently, though, I didn't have any night zones for pigs there yet. I could have simply set the barrel up in a field and waited to see if something happened to stroll by. But I like to find a zone or 2 in the area to ensure I'm not wasting my time. While scouting, I like to check at different times, as they rotate from zone to zone. When my first and second patrols came up empty, I began to wonder if this was a good idea after all. But after setting the clock for a third rotation, my luck began to change. A level 2 male. Not great, but he's the only thing I've seen in a while. Thinking on my feet, I decided to try to seize the opportunity and hauled out the collar. I didn't have any cover to work with, so I crawled closer, while looking for some brush to hide in. Looks like he kept on keeping on. Guessing I might cross paths with them again, I resumed my hike to the ag fields. But it turns out he was taking the bait after all. Taking advantage of the like a pro glitch, I tried to take a shot while prone. And he toppled over just like that. My second boar is also a brown, scoring silver at 60.79. Much smaller than the first, but thankfully the mission wasn't picky about the size. This shot was a little low, but did more damage, hitting him in both lungs and the liver at 47 meters. The hawk edge takes a little getting used to, but it's fast becoming my favorite compound bow, as it has a flatter trajectory than the others, making for a little less guesswork. I still need to dial it in at the range in parquet, but I think we're going to be friends. If you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. The final side mission for Tressler's up next, as I head north in search of a huge boar. Thanks for watching.